Hi everybody, welcome back. In this segment, I'm going to discuss kind of where my history has been, why I decided that I was never going to get the bariatric surgery. If you're new here, please go ahead, if you like the video, like it, subscribe, ring that bell. I'll be happy to have you on my team. My bariatric journey started in the late 90s. I know I don't look like it. That's because I never did it. Well, if I've never done it, then why am I talking about it? Why am I even putting this out there? Well, the first step I wanted to introduce you to was the history. Why I said no for so many years. My mom had two surgeries done in her lifetime, and both of them failed. Was it bad surgeries? Did they not work? Was it her? Maybe it was all of the above. In my mind, in my experience, my mom had the Roux-en-Y back in the 90s, and then later on, she had the Apollo. So I'm set up for the Roux-en-Y. That's what my doctors are trying to get me approved for. And so naturally, I'm afraid. I'm worried that I'm going to follow in her footsteps. I certainly did on the weight, and lots of comorbid diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic type, and a few others. Why did I take so long to make this choice? Because I was scared. I didn't want to be like my mom. I didn't want to go through getting all cut up and then have it fail. No. My doctors were like, oh, this is the best way that you can lose weight. This is the best way that you can get your life back in control. Your liver is stage 4 cirrhosis. Turns out it actually isn't. I had another biopsy done by a much more comprehensive team that evaluated, and yes, it is inflamed. Yes, I do have fatty liver disease, but I'm still in like stage 1. So I got plenty of time to reverse the effects of this and get my liver back to where it was and worry about the other medical concerns that I have. 20 years of watching my mom fight and go up and down and in and out, and then the pain she suffered when she just couldn't stop and had to have a soda or had to have a cheeseburger or, heaven forbid, she actually had to have chocolate. What is it about chocolate? Anyway, so yeah, I spent many years saying no because I was not going to go through that experience. I was happy being big. I was happy eating my food in any kind of quantities. It would be nothing to put a couple of Jack's pizzas in the oven and that's my meal, or eat a big bowl of spaghetti, like 10 tacos, following it up an hour later with snacks and stuff. Easy. No problem whatsoever. I got married in 2012. I became a stepfather of 3. My wife and I had 4 more kids, so we have a total of 7. Now I am almost 40 years old, and I am fat, sick, and nearly dead. Which, by the way, is a great documentary if you're interested in juicing and what that could do for you. Not sponsored, but it is a good documentary. I just did not want to keep going this way. But I was so scared of the surgery that I was inhibiting myself. I'm debilitating. I made it to where it wasn't any good for me. I was like, no, just not happening. I'm terribly afraid to die, and my parents both passed away recently, and it's got me thinking about the end. Why does everybody seem to think about getting insurance or investing or doing things like going on a vacation all towards the end? We have this much life in a universe that is forever expanding. We sit there and procrastinate, excuse, and all this other stuff, and we end up not living a great life because we were just lazy, procrastinating, distracted, busy, and I'm tired of those excuses in my life. My wife and I had a doctor's appointment for her. The surgeon that we were seeing was working with her to get a hysterectomy and a hernia repair done. That's what my wife wants the most because it will make her health better. It's what she needs. The docs didn't want to do it. Why? Because the hernia is so massive, a lot of her insides came through the abdominal wall and are now making her really heavy. That's not good for her. If they try to repair it now, the weight is just going to rip it apart and it will not be successful. So the doctor that she saw is actually also a bariatric surgeon, and she insisted that my wife gets this surgery so she can lose weight to make the hernia repair successful. I made it to 2 appointments, folks. 2 appointments before I decided to jump on the train. I love my wife with everything that I am and more. I cannot let her go through this by herself. I cannot let her be alone and not have anybody in her corner that fully understands what she's going through. Well, you can't really know what someone has gone through or is going through unless you're in the same situation. Walk a mile in my shoes kind of deal. So what did I do? I jumped on board. I made my own appointment with the team. I did the necessary things to get started, and my wife and I both started our 6-month medical weight loss supervisory that the insurance requires all at the same time. I've got a lot of stuff to undo for my health, and my prayer is that this is the tool that's going to get me where I need to be. My family's my motivation. Longevity is more motivation, and to not fall victim to what my mom did is a reminder of why I need to stay on board. Don't fall off the ship. Don't go swimming in the deep, you know. So yeah, that's back history there. I'm going to keep documenting the rest of this journey. I'm going to show you where I've been in pictures. That'll be coming up. You're going to see pictures like shortly after the surgery and the journey as I go forward. And I invite you to come along. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, let me know by pressing the like button. I would really appreciate you guys coming along on the ride with me. So make sure you ring that bell to get those reminders of when I post. And I'll see you down in the comments below. If you have any questions, comments, tips, tricks, whatever it is, let me know. I'll do my best to get back to you quickly, and I just welcome you on the journey with me. My goal in the end is simply motivation and inspiration and a behind-the-scenes look. Somebody who's not paid to sponsor, somebody who is just simply sharing his story. Won't you come along with me? It's a lot of weight to get rid of.